If you're into SaaS, software as a service, this episode is for you. This is a comment on a Reddit thread in the Y Combinator subreddit. If you don't know Y Combinator, the most successful startup accelerator in the world, responsible for Airbnb, for Stripe, for so many unicorn tech companies, huge tech companies that we all know and maybe love and maybe hate. Reddit as well. Reddit as well was a Y Combinator, one of the first Y Combinator successes. So this is the comment in this subreddit. This is the comment on Reddit. It's about why B2C projects fail 10x to 100x times more than B2B projects. So this is what it reads. B2C, business to consumer projects fail 10 times to 100 times more than business to business B2B projects. Non-tech co-founders also fail a lot more than tech co-founders. Co-founders who don't talk to customers before building anything fail a lot more than co-founders who talk to customers every day. Do business to business. Do SaaS, software as a service. Spend all your time talking to customers, building their needs into your product. Iterate quickly. Make updates fast. Listen to what your customers have to say and move on that. Make being lucky a habit by increasing your surface area for luck. This is so good. These are all things that I talk about. Geographical talent density decreases customer acquisition costs. Think of the world as a mountain of concentric circled valleys. Being at the topmost valley, it is easier to broadcast where customer acquisition cost is a pull. Being at the bottom, customer acquisition cost is a push. Push is costlier than the pull. Hence, business to consumer is harder for most people, as most of them are at the bottom of the hill starting out. And even the response to this is really good. So the response to this comment is, business to consumer is go big or go home, and you typically need some network effect to be successful. Business to business is more linear. The more you work on customer acquisition, sales, the more customers you get. Borrowing from Nassim Taleb, business to business lives in a mediocristan. I don't even know what this word means. I remember this. Business to business lives in mediocristan, so it's like mediocre place, while business to consumer lives in extremistan, where it's a lot more extreme. More luck is required for business to consumer, but the payout is typically much larger. In my opinion, business to business SaaS is a giant bubble right now. Valuations are not very high, 7 to 8 figures, but still outrageous. Their customers are themselves. Something like 50% of customers of Y Combinator companies are other Y Combinator companies. Then there are companies that are YOLOing money on BS products because interest rates / financial conditions have been at their best ever. Most business to business companies are just wrappers around some AWS service, and now more recently, a wrapper around OpenAI's API, but the cost is greater than 10x. What are you arbitraging here? A solid couple months / weeks of dev work? Successful business to business companies will eventually need to have some solid IP to justify their cost and existence. So here are some thoughts that I have on this thread. B2C companies generally, to be successful, need product market fit. B2B, you can typically charge more. However, there are some circumstances where you don't need exact product market fit for B2C. If you have a B2C company, you can still do bottom of funnel search engine optimization, where you are targeting people who know what they want to buy, but they don't know the company that will give it to them. Our company Reverb is a good example of that. We have a tool where you record your voice and you share it with a link. It has all sorts of use cases. People are looking for this tool in many different ways, many different forms. And I did bottom of funnel search engine optimization to target use cases of a simple tool like this. This ends up being business to business and business to consumer. Individuals use this all the time. And if they have great need for it, then they pay for more features. We are freemium. You can use it for free. You can store up to 10 recordings. If you want to store more than that, then you have to pay $9 a month. If you want to train voice models, you also have to pay $9 a month. But because of bottom of funnel search engine optimization, people know what they want and they come to our tool because they know what they want. And then they buy it because it's exactly what they want. And I made landing pages, search engine optimization landing pages targeting these people. If we didn't do that, what if we didn't do that? What would we do instead? Honestly, it would be very difficult to get users. We would do different product launches. The best thing to do would be to iterate really fast, really talk to customers all the time. That's what any company should be doing. The reason I loved this post in the first place is because something that I talked about on a previous episode, how to launch a new software as a service, one of my best episodes, I recorded it in a crowded boat cafe. Something that I said there is if you don't talk to your customers frequently, if you're not iterating fast, your churn is going to be tremendous. You are going to lose customers and users very quickly after launch. You have to talk to customers all the time, find out what they want, put those features in, find out what they're trying to do, and maybe they're not even requesting a specific feature. Maybe they are telling you what they want to do, and you have to change your functionality to meet them at their finishing point, at what they are trying to accomplish. I talked about this with Beehive, a well-known newsletter SaaS, a well-known newsletter startup as a service, where the founder talked to customers obsessively, iterated so fast, sometimes within a day. And now Beehive is one of the top newsletter services, maybe the top one. It's so popular. And it's because the founder had this crazy dedication to his customers. Twitch is another service like this. When Twitch spun out, the founder talked to users of Justin TV, which came before Twitch. Users of Justin TV were streaming themselves playing video games on Justin TV. The founder of Twitch talked to them, found out that they were doing this because they eventually hoped to make money streaming themselves playing video games. And Twitch was built because of that, talking to customers obsessively, finding out what they are trying to do. So the two takeaways from this episode: B2C can be successful if you do bottom of funnel search engine optimization. I have so many episodes where I talk about how to do that. I also have an article on how to do that. You can just Google my love letter to bottom of funnel search engine optimization, Edward Sturm. So B2C, if you're doing that, can be successful even if you don't have product market fit. Now, it's not going to be crazy successful if you do have product market fit. B2C companies, if you have product market fit, go viral. So it's not going to be viral take over the world successful, but it will still be successful enough to make its founders a healthy living with bottom of funnel search engine optimization. And you can iterate fast, talk to customers a lot, and then iterate with what they want. Still do that. So the thing is, if you're not doing that, then you have to do launches, talk to the users and the customers that you're getting from launches and iterate with them to reduce the churn from the launches. Or you can set up bottom of funnel search engine optimization landing pages, get users and customers that way, and iterate on them. There are two different routes. I personally like building an evergreen marketing funnel that just brings me users and customers all the time. But if you are a founder who can go really hard and you don't have anyone else to depend on, you're just building yourself, doing launches and iterating fast is a really good method to succeed with B2B and B2C. But especially B2B. B2B is way easier. Business to business is way easier. This thread, if you want to look it up, it's on the Y Combinator subreddit of reddit.com. And it is titled, "Is it true 90% of startups fail and 10% of startups succeed? What do the 10% of startups do differently?" And what the top comment, which is what I originally read, was what the 10% of startups are doing differently to succeed. I'll read this list. It's 8 things one more time. Do B2B, do business to business, do software as a service, spend all your time talking to customers, building their needs into your product, iterate quickly, make being lucky a habit by increasing your surface area for luck, geographical talent density decreases customer acquisition cost. Think of the world as a mountain of concentric circled valleys. Being at the topmost valley, it is easier to broadcast where customer acquisition cost is a pull. Being at the bottom, customer acquisition cost is a push. Push is costlier than pull. Hence, business to consumer is harder for most people, as most of them are at the bottom of the hill starting out. Set up those marketing funnels. This is episode 273 of The Edward Show. This is my daily growth hacking and growth marketing podcast, bottom of funnel search engine optimization, both the growth hack and growth marketing, doing launches, especially when you do them well on Product Hunt and Beta List, growth hacks as well, and talking to customers and iterating fast, crazy growth hack. You can get so much done so fast by just talking to customers, seeing what they are trying to do. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you again tomorrow. Bye now.